Welcome back to Wrestling City. As always, I'm Taylor, and today we are checking out 10 WWE moments that broke the internet. This is uploaded by WrestleLamia. He just uploaded this, and I saw it, and I just knew I had to check it out. So, yeah, you know the deal. We're going to go through it, react to it, and all that good stuff. So, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get right into it.
10 WWE moments
That was a big moment.
broke the internet. Number 10, Rhea Ripley's Stink Face. Now in
Oh,
2024,
yep.
as part of Rhea Ripley's mommy persona, she began to deliver a stink face at live events. Footage of Ripley's antics quickly surfaced on the internet, and they quickly went viral. Whilst the majority of fans saw great humor in Ripley imitating Rikishi, some fans believed that Ripley was stepping out of line and her actions weren't appropriate for the PG product. Ripley would directly address these criticisms during an interview with Ring the Bella, and Ripley called out the hypocrisy from certain members of the fans. Shut up. Honestly, it was really funny because I get criticism for every single little thing I do. But you see the men doing this and you're like,
Yeah, she
that
does.
looks cool, amazing. Tiffany Stratton does this the other week and they're like, oh my god, I love you, Tiffany. Oh my god, you're so sexy. Please do that to me. But when I do it, there's a problem. Why? You're just mad that I'm popular, that's why. Ripley was spot on with this assessment.
She's got a fair
These
point.
comments definitely put a lot of critics in their place. Number 9, the F-bomb.
Yeah, the gooners would like that is what people like to call those types of people. Yeah, they saw that and they ate it up pretty much. I mean, of course, something like that in this day and age is gonna blow up. It's gonna break the internet. It most definitely did.
Due to WWE being a PG presentation and Vince McMahon previously having strict rules on cursing, the idea of a wrestler dropping an F-bomb during a promo was impossible to even fathom. However,
Yep.
when Triple H took over WWE Creative, he allowed the talent to push the boundaries of what was permitted, and he even allowed Matt Riddle to curse during an intense yet fantastic promo on Raw. On the August 29th, 2022 edition of Raw, Riddle and Seth Rollins were exchanging shots in a virtual promo exchange. And in the promo, Rollins declared, "Yo Riddle, are you still there? You talk about my family, let's talk about your family. Oh wait, you don't have one because your wife divorced you and took your kids, and didn't want to see your bitch ass anymore." Riddle then responded by saying he was going to F up Rollins. This segment was tremendous, and it lit social
That was
media
crazy.
on fire for all the right reasons. Casual fans were questioning if the segment was real, and some fans genuinely believed that both men had just gone off script. During an interview with Chris Van Vliet, Riddle discussed the infamous F-bomb, and he revealed that Triple H said he was permitted to use it. "That was given to me. Thank you, Triple H. I think that was the give-take. It also gave me an element of realism. He got his pill, his bullet of realism that gave me mine because nobody says the F word in WWE. Nobody says it on TV, especially my character who is cool as a cucumber. He crossed the line. Where the F are you? Where are you? I'm gonna kill you." They said I couldn't say kill, but I could say the F-bomb. The fact that kill was seen as too far but an F-bomb was perfectly fine is kind of unusual. Nevertheless, this was a sign of things to come when it came to the Triple H era of WWE. Number 8, Drew.
I remember when when that first aired, like I was watching it live and I was like, wow, Rollins really went there. Honestly, it felt real, and you know, that's what Rollins does best. He's always able to get in those moments and just bring out the real. Man, that was crazy.
Drew meets Jack.
Oh God.
Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk was without a doubt the feud of the year in 2024. But one of the reasons why the feud worked so well was because both men were committed to keeping kayfabe alive. Hilariously, to sell the feud, McIntyre took to social media and shared a photo with Jack Perry. Perry was of course a wrestler who Punk had a physical commotion with in AEW and was partly responsible for Punk getting fired from the promotion. The post went viral instantly, and even though McIntyre eventually deleted the post, screenshots were already circulating around the internet. During an
They
interview
met
with
in,
Chris
like,
Van Vliet, McIntyre
airport?
would share the inside story of how the photo came about. "I was flying to LA and they just did a show the night before. I saw Roderick Strong at the airport, a buddy of mine, and we got to catch up, which was awesome. He was headed to a Ring of Honor show, I believe. Then on the flight, I just seen Jack. Had a little chat with him and his missus, and we snapped a picture, and the internet had a freaking meltdown. It was hilarious. I think it lasted 45 minutes. The numbers I heard were like 2 million impressions or something insane.
That's
for
crazy.
45 minutes. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
People enjoyed that. I'm always dancing on that line on what's acceptable and not acceptable, making people question things. McIntyre would also state that he'll never reveal if WWE made him delete the post, but it's virtually guaranteed that it was indeed WWE that made him remove the post due to Perry being an AEW star. Number 7.
Yeah, that was a crazy thing to do during that time because that was like right in the right at the highest point of the Drew McIntyre and CM Punk feud, and then yeah, Drew McIntyre drops that photo because we all know what happened between Punk and Jack Perry and AEW, and then Drew McIntyre goes up there and drops a photo, and I remember when that photo uploaded, I couldn't believe it. It was I kind of laughed honestly, but man, you just gotta love Drew McIntyre. He's what a heel he is, man. Wow.
Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. And while Seth Rollins and CM Punk have managed to work extremely well together in 2025,
Great match.
when Punk first returned to WWE in 2023, there was nothing but bad blood. When Punk returned, WWE kept his return strictly under wraps. And when Rollins saw Punk return at the end of the 2023 Survivor Series PLE, he was legitimately seething. When the show had gone off the air, fan footage showed that Rollins was cursing and raging at ringside. And he had to be physically held back from storming up the stage to fight Punk. The footage went just as viral as the return of Punk, and there were instant calls to see the two collide in a featured matchup.
Yeah.
Rollins reflected on his reaction during an interview with Fightful, and this is what he had to say about the incident. Like I said, it was an extremely emotional moment for me. Everyone knows how I feel about CM Punk, not made it any more transparent over the past few years. Nothing has changed in that regard. In that moment, I was extremely emotional, and you got a lot of real and raw emotion from me. I don't usually get that worked up about much, but you caught me off guard, and there was a real emotion there. That's probably as much as I can say on that without going too far. It was speculated in the months that followed that Rollins was trying to work an angle with the Survivor Series reaction, and he was trying to garner interest and buzz in the inevitable feud. Number 6, questionable shenanigans.
And he did just that. That was, man, I remember going on Twitter the night CM Punk returned, and that was like one of the first things I saw, and yeah, instantly everybody wanted to see that. They were like, yep, this is definitely leading to Punk and Rollins, and it sucks that we had to wait a little bit to get that match, but that was the beginning of it. And wow, Rollins lost his mind. It's kind of funny, honestly.
Shenanigans. Following WrestleMania 40, WWE began to pair Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio together on screen. The two had fantastic chemistry as a pairing, and WWE would book them in numerous angles, which were filled with sexual innuendos. Take, for instance, on the June 10th, 2024 edition of Raw. Morgan would make her presence felt during a match on the show, and Morgan would end up being knocked off the apron straight onto Mysterio. Instead of simply jumping off Mysterio, Morgan remained in a mounted position on top of him. And if that wasn't bad enough, Morgan began to touch Mysterio, and the reaction from the crowd was one that signaled that they knew they had a segment that belonged in the Attitude Era. This was definitely a segment that could have led to complaints, yet the segment went viral, with numerous non-wrestling social media pages covering the incident. Number 5, Paul Heyman goes off.
Yeah, Liv Morgan broke the internet quite a bit during that run, doing stuff like that, and obviously the outfits she wore during that period. Safe to say she definitely broke the internet a lot during that period.
Paul Heyman produced one of the greatest Hall of Fame speeches of all time in 2024, and thankfully Heyman waited
I know what this is going to be about.
Out of the picture before he accepted his induction, as Heyman was able to cut an unscripted promo of his life and career. As expected, Heyman delivered the speech of a lifetime, and the content of Heyman's promo didn't
one of the best speeches.
It also led to the internet talking about one specific line. If you think the spirit of ECW died in a bankruptcy court in 2001, you can suck my effing dick. The reaction of wrestlers watching on made the speech even better, as when Heyman uttered the aforementioned line, Randy Orton couldn't contain his emotion, and even wrestlers such as The Miz couldn't stop laughing. Number 4, Drew McIntyre.
I mean, he didn't just say it. He screamed it pretty much. I mean, there wasn't just, he just didn't go out there and say, yeah, you can suck my, I mean, he got into it, and I think he said he did something else during that where he was talking about, I think he was talking about RVD. He was making a joke about RVD, and he was like, and that moment also blew up as well. So, oh man, you just gotta love Paul Heyman. It,
Selfie. During WrestleMania 40, Drew McIntyre decided to
Bored at
tweet
work.
during his match with Seth Rollins. The tweet went viral, and a year later at WrestleMania 41, McIntyre decided to one-up his prior.
I hope this becomes like a yearly WrestleMania thing for Drew McIntyre moving forward, where every time he's having a match at Mania, he stops during the middle of the match and just grabs his phone and says "bored at work" for a third time, or once again. I hope he continues to do this.
Act by taking a selfie of himself during his match with Damian Priest. Now, according to McIntyre on X, the photo just didn't go viral. It resulted in the second most liked post on X within the first hour past 60 days, most reposted WrestleMania content on X, and most viewed posts during WrestleMania. Fans are now eagerly anticipating McIntyre's post for WrestleMania 42, with fans throwing out the idea of McIntyre posting a video or even going live. Number 3,
I
birthday
just
suit
said that.
photo. Samantha Irvin often takes
Oh,
to
Lord.
Instagram to share photos of herself, and during a stint as a WWE ring announcer, she posted a photo of her in her birthday suit on the platform. Naturally, it wasn't before long that the post went viral, and it did come as a surprise that WWE didn't insist that she delete the photo due to the perceived nudity involved. However, they let this one slide. WWE in the old era loved to control what their talent posted on social media. However, in the TKO era, this has vastly changed, and the talent are free to post whatever they like on their respective social media channels. Number 2,
Well, I
Rhea
mean, good for
Ripley's pin
them.
attempt. Now,
I think it's good that they get to, post whatever they want now. I mean, I'm sure there's some, lines they can't cross, obviously, but yeah, obviously you can tell that they definitely have a lot more freedom than they did in the past to post whatever they want, and Samantha Irvin definitely took advantage of that.
It's not just the Stink Face spot that has led to Rhea Ripley being the talk of the internet, as Ripley's
It's that
antics with
pin.
Dominic Mysterio also received mainstream attention. The two delivered numerous segments that had a sexual undertone attached to them, and both managed to pull these off extremely well. Additionally, one of the key elements of Ripley's character
Oh,
is her rather unique
gosh.
pin attempts, and the clips and still images of these pins take just a matter of moments to go viral. Whenever Ripley pins her opponent, she
Hang on, let me go back. I see this video at least once a week with somebody posting the video with the caption, "I can't believe this video still exists." Oh, engagement farmers. You gotta love them, right?
key elements of Ripley's character is her rather unique pin attempts, and the clips and still images of these pins take just a matter of moments to go viral. Whenever
Yep.
Ripley pins her opponent, she tends to put them in a compromising position. Footage of these pins is often
Mommy's
found all
always
over
on
social
top,
media
huh?
channels such as X and TikTok, and WWE and Ripley are evidently aware of the internet response, as Ripley has continued to use them even during her recent work as a top babyface in WWE. And number 1, a spear heard around the world.
Oh,
The Royal
yeah.
Rumble is always a way that WWE can create a viral moment and get the internet talking. At the 2025 Royal Rumble, streamer IShowSpeed would enter the match, and he'd be hit by arguably the most devastating spear in WWE history.
That's
Braun
got to
Breaker
be.
literally annihilated the YouTube sensation, and the clip lit the internet ablaze. The spear itself was viewed a total of 250 million times on social media within
Wild.
just 18 hours, and it resulted in one of the most successful
Wow.
viral clips WWE have ever
Oh,
created. According to
gosh.
Breaker during an interview with Gorilla Position, he would tease that there are many more viral moments to come. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a cool moment to have, or a cool opportunity to be presented with. Something I knew I had to make the most of, or else something like that's not gonna land in my lap ever again. Especially if it's a first time thing, and then I screw it up or whatever, so I think it was a great starting point for moments for me. So many more to come. Breaker wasn't exactly lying with these comments, as just months later on the road to WrestleMania 41, Breaker would deliver
His
a
spear
spear
is
to Carlito,
insane.
and once again had the internet buzzing for all the right reasons. But there you have it, folks. 10 double.
I'm surprised IShowSpeed didn't break something from that spear. Oh my gosh, dude, that was insane. But another great video right there by WrestleMania. I will upload. I'll put the original video in the description down below if you guys want to go check that out. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video and leave a comment down below what you guys thought of the video, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. if you guys enjoy what you're seeing here. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. Come help us make Wrestling City the greatest city in the world. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.